Hi, I'm Donald with Steam Bright Supply, and today we're going to talk about how to set your drill when you're using a solid core air duct cleaning system or the UltraFlex series. You're not supposed to spin those more than 320 RPM, and a lot of times the way people do that is they'll want to set it up with a Velcro strap. So um, this particular drill goes up to 3,000 RPM, so you need to be about 1/10 that speed. So we can actually just go ahead and put a Velcro strap over the hand of the trigger system. And if you test it at 3,000, you can see it's quite a bit. So we want to only do about, and even that's because what's going to happen is when you're using it on a air duct, it's going to drag it. Now, once you have it set up, you're actually going to want to use your foot pedal controller. So that way you can have your hands free. This can be, hooked to your cable system. And then when you want to have it spin, you just depress your foot to make it activate. And again, you want to actually unspool your cable. Don't leave it coiled up. You don't want more than 360 degrees in total turns between the drill and the brush end. And you want to be watching the brush end to make sure that it spins at around 300 RPM. And then that's where you want to lock your Velcro strap on the trigger and then set it up to your foot controller. And then to change the direction, you can just go back to your drill and change the direction on the trigger system. The other thing I wanted to talk about today is sometimes people that don't use a cable tie or Velcro strap on their drills, they just lay on the trigger. And like I said, these drills will do 1,000, 2,000. This one even does 3,000 RPM. And this cable is going to break within seconds when you do that. You can run this cable all day long for years and years and years at 300 RPM. It's totally fine. But as soon as you try to do it 3,000 RPM, it's going to break really, really fast. And it's a super easy field fix. If you look, this is the drill end here, and it's got some Allen set screws. There's one here and then one on the back side. And when you take, usually when this breaks, it's going to break right here under the jacket, real close to it. You can take an Allen set screw and pull these off. This whole thing slides off, and this is what's underneath it. This is a stainless steel ferrule, and this is not crimped on this jacket of this hose here. It's just laying on there, so you literally can just pull it off once this is off, and take a pocket knife and trim the outer jacket back off to expose enough of the metal that you've now gotten this. Because usually when you pull this out, you'll get a little piece of uh, solid core that you'll get out of there, and then you can just put it all back together and retighten it. Most of our kits that we sell include a free inner core. So again, if you're at a job and you break it, you have a couple of choices. One would be to remove this and cut back the jacket and then put it all back together again, and then don't lay on the drill speed. The other is to change the entire inner core. And to do that, you want to make sure that you lubricate that core with some lithium grease. You can use a grease gun and just with your fingers kind of lubricate it when you feed it through the hose. You also can put a pump into the hose itself before you feed it in and tighten it all up. So hopefully these tips help you. We mentioned several times on the website, please don't, lay on the trigger. And we have people all the time that give it to their employees, don't give them any training, and they think it's okay to lay on the trigger and it's going to break it right away. So we give you a replacement for free, and it's easy to field fix with a pocket knife and an Allen wrench screw. And you can avoid it by simply setting a Velcro strap on your trigger to keep it set at that 300 to 320 RPM, and then use a foot controller when you need to use it. Anyway, thanks for watching.